I'd like to talk about the Rambo series for a minute. Big action war hero flick starring Sylvester Stallone, yeah, awesome series. But seriously, what's with the way they titled the movies? It's very confusing. It's not a big deal, but it's because of movies like this that I prefer sequels be named after the original film with a sequel number. The first film in the series was appropriately titled First Blood, while the second film in the series used the main character Rambo as the additional title. So we've got First Blood and Rambo First Blood Part 2. Now that's fine. But then the third film is titled Rambo 3, as if the series was Rambo, Rambo 2, and the third film was being called Rambo 3. It would have made more sense to call it First Blood Part 3. It would have even made more sense to call it Rambo 2, because Rambo was the additional title to First Blood Part 2. But no, they had to throw it all out the window, and now it gets confusing. After Rocky returned to theaters and Rocky Balboa, I was psyched to see another Rambo film come out in my time. I was getting the best of both worlds. A Rocky movie and a Rambo movie coming out in my time? This is awesome. Now, instead of calling this film Rambo 4, which would still have only been adding to the stupidity of the third film being called Rambo 3, Stallone calls it Rambo. Wow, that's brilliance. Hey dude, I got the new Rambo fan collection pack. It includes First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and Rambo. Does that not sound ridiculous? And kids my age, I know you think I sound like an old movie buff that's just complaining about something that doesn't matter, but believe me, if your Twilight films had such stupidity behind the titles, you guys would be saying the same thing. Hey Kev, when you're done complaining about your Rambo movies and all the other stupid stuff you watch, I'm gonna go watch all my Twilight movies. I'm gonna watch Twilight, Twilight Part 2, Edward, Edward 3, and Edward. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, just like Stallone promised that Rocky Balboa was going to be the final Rocky movie, he also promised that Rambo, and yeah, I'm talking about the most recent Rambo, was going to be the final First Blood film. But Sly's now leaked information through the internet that his new Rambo film, Rambo 5, is going to be coming out soon. Like I said before, it's really not a big deal, but it sounds ridiculous to have a movie series that is First Blood, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, Rambo, and Rambo 5. It sounds all out of order. You could mistake Rambo for a remake of the first or second First Blood movie. I mean, it's just all over the place, where you could have just named it First Blood 2, 3, 4, and if he wanted to come out with a fifth, yes, he could have done it. Now, I've heard people complain that the sixth Rocky film was called Rocky Balboa. Why is that a bad thing? I understood completely what Sly was saying when he said Rocky Balboa means the end. When you've got Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the last film is Rocky Balboa, it sounds better than having Rocky 6, because for some reason, having an open sequel number as the additional title just kind of makes you feel like it could keep going on, where Rocky Balboa, coming after 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, kind of makes you feel like it is the last one. It's the end cap on the series. But seeing as how Stallone has screwed up the movie titles in the series, he might as well give us a good laugh and call the fifth film First Blood Part 5. That would be a little more entertaining. But that's all for now. I'm Kev, and I like movies, so I complain about them. Good night.